Where Lindsay Lohan goes, trouble seems to follow.
With a top ticket price of 10 grand per plate, it's a pricey affair. Tell us about the Carousel of Hope. You're getting the brass ring tonight. This is such an amazing cause.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You know, this is such a black eye. Lance Armstrong was the lifeblood of this foundation.
Also premiering tonight, the documentary West of Memphis, which chronicles the incarceration and the journey to freedom of the West Memphis Three.
The competition again continues. 12 amazing performers set to take the stage tonight.
We now know that the former governor of California has acknowledged that he has a child out of wedlock. This year's nominees are getting a taste of Britain right here in Beverly Hills. How do you like your tea? One lump or two?
These days I go au naturel.
The title right now, the working title, is called Rodham, and it's creating a lot of buzz in Hollywood, you guys.
So it's Ben and Matt. Is it now going to be Matt and John?
Yeah, well, it was for this movie.
Matt Damon, John Krasinski. What's it like to work with these guys?
Just some hunks.
The movie was not only shot in 3D, but both Ang Lee and the editor wore 3D glasses throughout the entire editing process. In honor of your first 3D movie, I want to present these glasses to you. Can you try them on for size, please? Okay. Fabulous. So what's behind the skimpy holiday movie selection this year? Well, for starters, you can blame Halloween, which saw an unusually large number of releases. Chris, man, there you have it, Wichita's very own. Vote for him once again.
Yeah, 10 times, 50 times.
Yes, as many times as you can. And we'll send it back to you, Brooke. Indeed, Elizabeth Taylor passed away early this morning here in Los Angeles at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center from congestive heart failure. She was surrounded by her family. Not only is she known for her life on screen, but she's also known for her life and loves when the cameras stopped rolling. With her striking beauty and violet eyes, Elizabeth Taylor was the epitome of a Hollywood icon.
You know, in some ways, she is the last of that classic Hollywood studio era star.
Today in Hollywood, at her star on the Walk of Fame, fans paid tribute to the legendary actress.
You think classic Hollywood, I think Elizabeth Taylor.
Taylor first rose to stardom when she was just a teenager in National Velvet.
Father, he's the loveliest thing.
She went on to star in dozens of Hollywood films, including legendary pictures like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and Cleopatra. She earned 5 Academy Award nominations and won 2 Oscars. She was also the first woman to earn $1 million for a film.
Today, that's a fairly small number, but at the time it was absolutely gigantic.
Off-screen, her life was just as dramatic.
I would say that her life story had packed more incident, more drama than most of the films that she actually did.
Married 8 times to 7 different men, husband number 6, U.S. Senator John Warner.
Her heart and soul were just as beautiful as her classic face and majestic eyes.
But it was her romance to Richard Burton, whom she first married in 1964 and then again in 1975, that created a media frenzy.
They were trailblazers for the paparazzi. You know, there'd never been anything like that. There'd never been stars that big. There'd never been a romance that famous and public and scandalous.
In 2009, she privately mourned the passing of one of her best friends, Michael Jackson. In her later years, it was her charity work for AIDS research that she says kept her going. Just days after celebrating her 79th birthday in February, Taylor was hospitalized with congestive heart failure. Taylor will be remembered for her beauty, generosity, and grace. The malls are packed, but as Christmas draws near, there are fewer holiday movies spreading good cheer.
For families with kids, I don't know that there's a lot out there this holiday season.
As Santa checks his list not once but twice, families are left with limited choices for holiday movie night.
Last year, we had 6 family films to go see. This year, we have Rise of the Guardians, which is kind of almost an Easter movie, but Santa's in it, so we'll take it. And we have Life of Pi, which might be kind of a stretch for younger kids, and the re-release of Monsters, Inc.
So what's behind the skimpy holiday movie selection this year? Well, for starters, you can blame Halloween, which saw an unusually large number of releases.
We had like Paranorman, and Fun Size, and Hotel Transylvania, and Frankenweenie before. So it was really kind of bizarre, and families really couldn't see that many movies.
Critics also say the studios may not have wanted to compete with the big budget release of The Hobbit, which hits theaters December 14. But since Santa does make an appearance in Rise of the Guardians, we could see that film rise at the box office.
I think over time, and as we get closer to, let's say, the Christmas holiday, that movie could actually see its fortunes rise as people figure out what that movie's about, how relatable it is to the holiday season.
Until then, families might want to consider visiting The Ghost of Christmas Past.
The old Miracle on 34th Street with Natalie Wood is a great movie. Christmas Carol, the Alistair Sim black and white version, is another great one for families to watch. And what I think that does is it instills in the younger viewers that, hey, some of these old black and white movies from the past are the best holiday movies.
It is at this time of the year that I suffer most.